Hey girls. Okay, so it is May 5th, and instead of doing our call tonight, it's Cinco de Mayo, and I have had just a really long day, so I'm going to cancel our call for tonight, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of record what I was going to talk about, and then we'll make tomorrow, Wednesday night, kind of a time for any of you to hop on, and we can just kind of have some Q&A time. If you have questions for me, or you want to just hop on for a second, ask me your question, and then hop back off. I think that might be more beneficial because I don't have a ton of new stuff to talk about as far as the last 2 weeks have gone. So I just wanted to touch base and be able to talk to all of you really quickly, and then be able to have some question and answer time tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow, May 6th at 8:30 p.m. if that still works for you. So, and I'll post in the team page and make sure that that time works for everyone. And if not, then we can do earlier or later if we need to. I think most of us are kind of on a general same timeline. So, okay, so a couple things. We just started the Summer Slimdown. So if you are in that group, or if you did post about it and you didn't have anyone and I never added you to the group because maybe I forgot or you didn't tell me, please let me know so I can get you in there. It's still awesome just to be a challenger and be posting and be sharing about what you're doing and be able to kind of share that on your personal page too. And then if you happen to get some people in the group or someone that's interested, then it's not too late to add them. So these groups are designed to give them, 30 days of support and accountability with their program and with Shakeology. So a lot of times I'll have people that'll order even halfway through the month that I might have been talking to for weeks, and they kind of dropped off, and then they came back and they're like, I'm ready now. So when that happens, still add them to the group, even if there's just a few days left, and then they'll transfer into your next one, whatever your June group is. And we'll talk about that later in the month, not yet. So I just wanted to encourage you for the Summer Slimdown, keep inviting, make a different graphic that has the same kind of information in it, or repost a graphic with maybe a new picture, or maybe kind of change the wording a little bit. The link is still in our team page, so you can make it a little bit different according to what you want it to look like, and post again. It's not too late. So it's still the beginning of the month. People still may be wanting to jump on. People still may be searching for that one thing that they're going to do to kind of get them in summer shape before June. A lot of people are starting to think about that, hopefully. So definitely keep posting. Don't just leave it now because the group started. I'm going to post probably again later this week. And I've been personally inviting people as well. So it's you can kind of do some behind the scenes stuff too. So it's important to keep kind of promoting and sharing about different things that you're doing. You always have some group that you can put somebody in. So don't forget about that. So keep sharing. Those of you who are in the group, coaches, make sure that you continue to post your Shakeology post, your workout post. If you have a motivational quote, or I think Lisa posted one the other day in the team page or in the challenge group, which is awesome. Chrissy posted her before and after pictures of just from the first challenge group she joined at, and now in this new challenge group that she's in as a coach. And that was awesome too. So be promoting, even though Acacia and I kind of have put you into our main group, and we'll be doing some more content related posts, but please keep sharing. That's awesome. And that helps you become a better coach. And it's also great for you just to be a challenger and be part of that team. So just supporting all those people. Next thing, our free group. So if you have been following the schedule, let me see if I can screen share. Remember that I shared this with you. Hopefully you can see that. Our schedule that we have created, there we go, for the month of May. So remember we talked about we're through with this first month. And we're on, we're May 5th now. And so we are going to start promoting our free group starting probably tomorrow or Thursday. And I'll get the graphic up for you. It's going to be a clean eating group. If you are already doing a free group, or you have an idea of something else that you want to do, then I would love for you to share that in our team page, or when we talk tomorrow during Q&A time. That's awesome too. But I'll let you know what I'm doing is from May 11th through the 15th, we're just going to do a short group. That Beachbody On Demand group was a little bit longer. So we're just going to do a 5-day group, Monday through Friday, May 11th through May 15th. And it's just going to be a free clean eating group, kind of like a recipe swap. We've created some new recipes. If you girls have some recipes, I know Laura comes up with some good pescatarian ones or vegetarian things. If you have some really yummy recipes that you like, that's awesome, because a lot of times we have people who have different kinds of, allergies or sensitivities, or maybe they're paleo and so they don't eat this or that, or they're vegan and they don't eat eggs. We get that all the time, and we kind of forget about that, because when you're eating healthy, eggs are such an awesome source of protein that we forget that there are a lot of people that don't eat eggs. So that's an option as well. So that group is going to be for 5 days, and it's going to be focused on clean eating, nutrition, getting your body moving for 20 to 30 minutes a day, kind of encouraging and posting and sharing. And these free groups are so awesome. So all of you new coaches who haven't really joined in on a group yet, or maybe you did post about the Summer Slimdown, but you got nobody interested because you're still so early on. That is not a failure at all. You're starting out and just putting yourself out there, which is the first step of anything. That's awesome. So the free groups are great to do, because then after that, you can also invite them to say, hey, I've got a group going on and I would love to have you join. Or, hey, I'm going to be having a new group starting for 30 days of support for nutrition and fitness. And that's going to be in June. Are you interested? And you can go ahead and start talking to them about that. But we'll start adding people. So we're going to post probably this Wednesday or Thursday about that. And like I said, I'll have a graphic for you. And then we'll be adding people this weekend by, Saturday or Sunday, and getting people in there. And we'll post, a meal plan and a shopping list, all that kind of stuff for them. And this is great, because this is one of those events where you can do, or one of those groups where you can do an event. So I go into my events. I have 1,000 some odd people that I am friends with on Facebook. I go and I invite like half of them, if not more, if I can. Like for that Beachbody On Demand group, I think I had 75 people interested, because I invited like 300 or 400 people, and that's not even half of my friends list. So doing an event is so awesome, because you're getting them an actual notification. They're seeing your actual invite. And for me, if they say yes, or they they accept the invite, that's my invitation to add them to the group, as far as I'm concerned. So I go ahead and I add them into that free group. If they said yes on my event, then that's the easiest way to do it. And then, if they get in there and they don't want to do anything with it, then they don't, or you never hear from them or whatever. But then, maybe they are seeing some of the posts and they're like, wow, this is really awesome. I love all this support. So definitely do an event, and everyone, you can always copy what mine looks like, but definitely do one on your own, because it's way easier than us combining and doing one event. And then you're having to go through and remember, okay, wait, is that my friend? Or, oh, actually we have this common TIU friend. Did I add her, or did so-and-so add her? So you want to do your own page or your own event, and then you'll add them to the page if they want to. Just remind them, there's no requirement. There's no strings attached. It's just a fun, free group. This is such a good time to be able to kind of reach out to people and let them know that you care about them more than just, wanting them to buy something from you, buying a product or anything like that, but you actually do care about supporting them. So, maybe I've got people in the past who have really wanted to get in on a challenge group, but they just couldn't afford it, or they just didn't want to spend the money on it. And so this is a good time for me to go back to that person and say, hey, Heather, I remember that, last month's challenge group didn't really work out for you. I wanted to let you know that I have a free challenge group coming up this week. It's going to be, 5 days of clean eating and fun fitness challenges. Would you want to join me? I'd love to continue to support you, because I care about you. Something like that, something real easy. And so that's a really great option, and a really great thing about these free groups is it lets you support these people without having to ask them to buy something from you. And they get that taste of seeing you as a coach, that taste of seeing you be able to support them. And sometimes that's all that it takes to get them to want to go and move forward with you. So that's what this free group's going to be. And again, that's May 11th through 15th if you want to jump on that. If you don't, no pressure. If you have your own thing that you want to do, or you're on a different schedule, go for it. That's not a problem at all. But I do encourage you to be doing, one free group and one paid group a month. That is the key. That is a really good schedule to get on, because you got 2 different things going, and then some people start doing even more than just 2 a month. But that's a really great basis to start at. And we get to do it all together. That's the beauty of it. So if you're just starting out, that's okay. And this is the perfect place to start at with the free group. And I'll be giving you everything, like I said. So Next thing. Okay. Our coaching open house. So again, if I screen share this again and we look at our calendar, we talked about our sneak peek starting in next week on the 13th. So that means that we kind of need to be posting and sharing about that this weekend. For me, I will probably share sometime on Sunday because that is when I kind of get the most traction from people, is in the evening on Sunday night. So I'll probably post my sneak peek then sometime around, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And then I'll repost again sometime next week, probably Monday or Tuesday again, and you can always do it just one day, do it to your personal page, and then the other day, maybe do it to your Instagram and to your Fit page, or vice versa, so that you kind of have a day lag time in between. And then we'll start on the 13th. So like I told you guys before, the way that we used to do these groups was, it used to be a full group of all of us together. So if you were one of my earlier coaches that joined with me, you were in a Facebook group where everyone was there and you just watched the videos there, and we gave you one video a day, and then you could see everyone's comments and be able to post about different questions and things that you had. And I really liked it that way. It did lead to a lot of notifications, but it allowed you to kind of get feedback from other people as well. So now, but they've changed it. So if you're one of my newer coaches, when you probably joined or asked about coaching, I sent you to the Team Inspiration page, and that's where you watch those different webinar videos. And that's how we're still going to do it. But we're going to have a group on Facebook. So say I have 10 people interested, I'm going to send them a little email, and I'm going to give them the link, my link, to go and watch the free videos on there. But then you're also going to add them to the Facebook group, so that as they're watching, we can check in and say, hey guys, we are so excited that you're interested. Maybe one of us make a video. Some of my coaches who are doing really well, if you want to get out there and put yourself out there and do a video and say, hey, we're so excited that you're interested in joining the Inspiration Crew. We are part of a huge team, but this is kind of like our close-knit family. We work together every month to achieve our goals and to help others and to help better our lives as well. So you're going to watch the videos, and please, if you have questions, come back to this team page and we'd love to answer them. That just kind of allows us to have a place where we can post some different posts about maybe what a team rank is, or what does Success Club mean, and allow each of us to kind of make a video. Some of you who have started to already see it kind of change your life coaching, whether it's just emotionally or physically, whether it's monetarily. This is a great way for us to kind of show our presence as a team and how awesome we are, and be able to share about all the things that are changing. So I'm really excited about trying it like this month. So that's going to be May 13th is the day that we're going to post that it starts on. And then it'll go just 3 days. So just those 3 days, and they'll watch, maybe a video or so a day. We'll say, just go in and watch the first training video or the first sneak peek video, so that there's not a ton that they're doing, all day. It's just a couple things. And then we'll just kind of post in the group. We can kind of talk about that later on, maybe in our next team call, and just see if there's anyone. I'll probably ask some of you to do a video. And then if anyone has felt really moved by coaching already and really felt such a difference and wants to kind of share something, I'd love to do either like a webinar call like this, or have you just post a really quick video, using your phone or whatever, saying, hey, I've been coaching for such and such amount of months, or for 3 weeks, and I already feel amazing, or, whatever it is. But everyone has a different story, and it's emotional and it's awesome. Or maybe you're being able to pay off things, or just go to the grocery store and not have to worry about buying some of the health food things that you want because you have a little bit of extra money. Or, for me, I've been coaching since the end of October, maybe the beginning of November, and I'm already going to be quitting my job because my husband and I are going to be able to, sustain ourselves enough with my Beachbody income coming in as well. So whatever your story is, it's awesome, and everyone's kind of at a different place, which makes it really cool for them to kind of see what our team is doing and how awesome it is. So that's what we're going to do about the coaching open house. You definitely, as you're thinking about that, I challenge you to try to get 5 or 6 people in that group. Start kind of thinking out, write yourself a list. I have a list in my page of who is it that I want to work with? You guys are all similar, like-minded people. That's why I have chosen you. That's why I have talked to you about coaching, because I think that you're awesome. You're inspirational. You have big hearts and you're caring. And there's so many amazing things about each one of you, and that drew me to you, and why I think that you would be an amazing coach, and why you guys are amazing coaches. So it's important to kind of think about that, what's your age range of people that you're looking for? Are you looking for someone who's younger, or are you looking for someone older? Do you have a kid and you're looking for maybe some single moms, or for some mothers, or are you looking for pregnant people, or are you looking for, mid 20s to 30s? What is the kind of age range? And then also, what characterizes them? Are they into fitness, or are they maybe just looking for some extra way to make money because their family is really struggling? Be thinking about how you can kind of identify with people, because that makes a huge difference when you're talking to somebody, when you're inviting them. So, we've got almost a week and a half, 2 weeks until that happens. So I really, really encourage you to be thinking about, make that list out and be thinking about who is it that you'd want to work on your team. There's someone who you're going to be mentoring and talking to, like whether it's like this or whether you're just messaging with them every couple of days, but you're going to be in constant contact with them. So think about who that is that you want to work with. And then I encourage you to go out and send some invites to people, or just start rebuilding that relationship. I have some friends who I was friends with in, middle school or high school, and I've really barely talked to since then, but I've followed them for a while, and I can kind of see that, oh, this girl's really into fitness, or this girl, she just had a baby a couple months ago and she really doesn't want to go back to work. And so I've kind of rebuilt relationships with those people, just kind of here and there, just sent them little messages, not about coaching, not about Beachbody, not about anything. Just, hey, when are you planning on going back to work after your baby? Or, you've gotten so into fitness, what are you doing? Well, I love, I love seeing all your posts, or, anything like that. It doesn't have to be a pure invite, start building that relationship first. And so then, in a week or two, when we do have this thing to invite them to, it's not awkward. It's not weird. It's like you have been actually reinvesting in their life, and you kind of know a little bit more about them, and you can be thinking, this person totally meets the criteria that I've kind of listed out of someone who I'd want to work with. I'm going to invite them. The worst that they can say is no. I will tell you from the beginning, a lot of coaches are totally afraid of inviting to the business, or inviting into a challenge group, or anything. Inviting is one of the 3 vital behaviors, and it is the scariest. It really is, because we're all afraid of rejection. And I will tell you that after a month of being like, oh, I don't know, I'm so nervous. What if they say no? And telling my husband, I don't know, I don't think I can do this, because I don't want it to be awkward. People don't think about that. They don't think you're awkward. If they don't want to do it, they're going to tell you no. So I really, really encourage you just to go for no. That's like the phrase that I love. It really is. And go for no. As many no's as you get, that is awesome. Because if you get 50 no's, but you get 1 yes, that's amazing. You won. That's great. So just be thinking about that. Be thinking about some people that you would want to work with, and who you could kind of start rebuilding some relationships with, and be able to invite them to that sneak peek group, or to challenge groups, or to whatever. So, but I would definitely kind of aim your goal to be thinking about, 5 or 6 people, and that's personally inviting. You're going to make your post anyways, and so that you may get people there. When I post, sometimes I get people, sometimes I get nobody, and it's like, chirp, chirp, look at all these likes, but nobody comments, nobody wants anything. Instagram, same thing. Sometimes I get a million people who leave their emails. Sometimes I get none. Sometimes I get one. Sometimes I never hear back from the emails that I send. It just kind of depends, but the point is that you're being consistent, and that you are continuing to share. That is what's important. So, kind of recap. Summer Slimdown, it's going right now. Keep inviting, because you can still keep adding. Free group, May 11th through May 15th, 5 days, clean eating, adding in a few little, hey, get your workout in for 20, 30 minutes a day, and just be encouraging people. And it's a great way to really invest in new people, old people, kind of keep people moving and motivating. I've had people who for months have told me no on challenge groups, have joined millions of my free groups, and then finally, after like 6 months of trying to get them in a challenge group, they're like, hey, I really want to do a challenge group. And I'm like, yes, but because I haven't pushed them. I have not pushed them to buy anything from me. And for 5 or 6 months, they felt really supported, in every 2 or 3 of my different free clean eating groups a month. And then they finally realized, I really want that extra accountability. So it's really important to be consistent with that too. And then the last thing, May 13th through 15th is going to be our coaching open house. Again, we'll create a graphic, and you can look through my page. I've done a couple recently, just kind of here and there, just because I do every couple of weeks. And I kind of send some personal invites here and there. And just randomly you'll get people that are interested, but be thinking about that. You can use a graphic that I will create, or you can make your own. Nicole made a great one the other day when she kind of just casually shared something about Beachbody. You don't realize that we invite to coaching a lot of the time, and it's not like some specific call to action type thing. It can be something as simple as, when I posted that my game board from Beachbody saying like, I love my job. That's inviting to coaching. That's putting it out there, telling people about your story, about why coaching has changed your life. So that's important too. It doesn't always have to be I am looking for this type of person, da 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 da. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be something very simple with, even a workout post, but then sharing something about what, that you love being a coach, that you love the freedom that you get, whatever it may be. It can be personalized to every person. But again, I will always supply you with a graphic that you can use, and we'll be talking more about that too as we get closer. So the last couple things is I kind of just want to remind you guys to set yourself with some goals. I was not good at setting goals when I became a coach. There's so many things to think about all at once. And I just wanted to, I got in a challenge group and I did this and I did that. And I tried to do my power threes, wasn't really awesome. Tried to invite, didn't really do that because it didn't really feel comfortable to me. And then after a month or so of doing that and being like, okay, I'm getting challenge groups, or I'm getting people that are interested because they're seeing my consistent post about working out, but I don't feel like I'm getting any coaches. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm building my team. And so I started writing out my goals, setting my goals, not just for my business, not just that I wanted to become Emerald by this date, or I wanted to become Diamond by this date, those are great goals because it really pushes you hard. Some of you that are doing our mini competition, by May 20th, right? That's a goal. Write that on your board. I will become Emerald by May 20th. If you don't, that's okay. You missed your goal, but you've got something to work for, which is so awesome. And you get an awesome prize, I think. So I think it's cool. But really, it does help to have goals like that. But outside of just the business, have a goal about something that you want to do. I really want to pay off my car. That's an awesome goal. I want to travel to France, and I want to pay, I want to have money to pay for this. Or I really want to have $50 extra a week for groceries. Something, there's so many different ranges of goals. And I promise you that if you start writing goals out, it's amazing to see that you actually are achieving something. Sometimes we sit and it's like, we'll have a bad month and you kind of feel like this is not working for me. I'm not good enough at this. I can't do this. And when you haven't written your goals down, it's so hard to see that you actually are growing. There's so many things that you can write down as a goal, whether it has to do with weight or money or just something that you wanted to be able to do. This coaching business seriously can change your life, and it really can change even just the smallest things. Like some people, are doing this as a hobby and they want to be able to pay off something, maybe be able to pay their bills, or they want to be able to have a little bit of extra money to maybe you haven't been able to go and get some new workout clothes, or, something for your daughter or your son or whatever it is. And it's amazing to see that there are things that you're actually being able to do. Sometimes when it doesn't feel like we're doing enough, but you're doing awesome things, and there are really huge benefits and goals that you are crossing off your list, which is really, really cool. So that's something that I'd like to do. And I even do it with my husband as we kind of come up with goals. That's why we create dream boards and things, because it's so powerful to see that and then be able to be like, I did that. I actually achieved that. So I want you to set your goals high. If you want to give them to me, I would love that. Or if you want to post them in the team page, something to hold yourself accountable and something just to get excited about, that's a really great thing. So in line with that, definitely write your goals down and just invite people. Just go for it. Seriously, be consistent with your power of threes. I cannot stress it enough. It seriously will help. If you forget about doing those, obviously forgive yourself. But if you choose to not do them and to not do personal development, it's so easy to put on a YouTube video in the car. It really is. We all listen to music in our car, which I love, and I hate not listening to music sometimes, but it really does help. If you're feeling down or like you've had a bad day and like you're going to get home and want to just lay on the couch and be blah, I really encourage you to get in some personal development too, because that can really help kind of change your mindset too. So set your goals high. Just be positive. Be who you are. You are in this business because you care about people and because you want to help them and because you find joy in people finding success and in finding inspiration through you and through other people. So remember that and just share about it. Share about it. And again, be consistent with, with commenting on things and with inviting people to things and just encouraging them. That's what we're here for. We are coaches, not to be geniuses in the area of nutrition or of in fitness, but we're here just to kind of coach people through life, through being human. We're human. We're not perfect. We're not doing anything amazing. All those top coaches are not doing anything incredible or amazing. They're just doing what they've been told to do, and they're loving people and they're caring about people. And that's what's important. That's what, what drives the whole business as a coach, which is really, really cool. And lastly, just reach out to me if you need me. So sometimes our team is growing so rapidly from people that I've added and people that you are adding. So continue to make sure that as you're adding new coaches, you are putting them in our team page so that they're getting, information. And if you don't know a question, invite them, put a picture up of them and welcome them into our team so that we can kind of all get their face in our head and also be able to support them. And then just let me know if you have questions about anything. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of everybody and make sure that I reach in every single time, and I'm trying. My pregnancy brain is totally getting the best of me lately. So, but just reach out to me, know that I am here. You're not annoying me. If I don't answer right away, I will. So I'm here to support you. But hopefully that's basically all I was going to talk about tonight. So I wanted to kind of get it all out there for you now. If you don't have any questions, awesome. Just kind of post below this video and let me know that you watched it. And other than that, I will post a link for a call tomorrow where you can just hop on like this. I don't even know if we'll record it or not. Well, I guess we can. And just kind of a time for questions. So some of you new coaches, this might be a good time for you to hop on as you're getting into your new coaches training. Old coaches who kind of dropped off the wagon or maybe haven't done much, but you kind of want to get back into it, hop on, ask me a couple questions. And all you coaches that fall anywhere in between, hop on and just say hi or whatever you need from me. It's just a good time to see your faces. So I know it's different doing Wednesday. We will go back to Tuesday next week, but today I just have a couple things I need to do tonight that I'm going to have to push the call back. So anyways, you guys are doing wonderful, and I love having you a part of this team. And hopefully some of these things kind of helped you out a little bit, just to kind of keep you on track and let you know what to be expecting as far as the rest of this month goes and the rest of this week, and what we're kind of doing about our next two big things, the free challenge and the coaching open house. So, okay, happy Tuesday and happy Cinco de Mayo, and have a great night. Bye.